Preparing to start the lashing. Have your notches cut out of your toki. Cut some relief so that your braiding can sit flat. Pass your braiding through the hole. Preparing to start the whipping as demonstrated on previous video. Pass your main cord through the hole. Pull enough cord through to allow for a whipping with up to 10 turns. Make a loop in your whipping cord in the opposite direction to your braiding. Do your first 2 to 3 turns around before changing hands. Complete up to 10 turns. Pass the end of your whipping cord through your pull-through. Leave a small amount of slack to allow it to be pulled down through. Go back to your main cord that you'd passed through the hole to pull down and to pull your end through into the whipping. Pull it well down into the whipping before pulling on both ends to tighten. You've now finished your whipping and time to start the lashing. It is very important before you start the lashing to position a pull through for the end of the lashing. I prefer to sticky tape down the pull through so it doesn't get in the way of the lashing. It also helps if you sticky tape the other end of the pull through to your braiding. It is now time to start the lashing. Pass the cord around the whipping and diagonally across to the notch. After going around the first notch, go straight across to the second notch, passing over your pull through. From your second notch, go diagonally up and around the whipping. Then diagonally down to the notch. Then pass straight across to the notch on the opposite side. From there, diagonally up and around the whipping to complete your first pattern. Now continue to repeat that pattern, alternating over and under, crossing straight across, around through the notch, diagonally up and around the whipping, diagonally down, then straight across, diagonally up, around, diagonally down, then straight across. Repeating this pattern until you have enough lashing on. The ends should form a nice crossover pattern. Continue making sure the crossovers alternate. There should not be two cords going the same direction. You can do extra turns straight around if you want to add more length to your lashing. Time to finish off the end of the lashing. Pass the end of your cord through the pull-through. Pull on both ends of the pull-through to draw your cord up through under the lashing. Cut off the end of your cord before pulling that through underneath out of sight. Pull on just one end of the pull-through to remove that completely. Cut off the spare end of the whipping and then melt the end to neaten it up. You have now completed your first whipping and lashing.